Good evening, everyone. Sorry to keep you all waiting. We just got some sad news from the House Democratic Caucus that our minority whip, Mr. Francis Underwood, has sadly resigned from his position as the minority whip, and he has left the House of Representatives. And this came as a surprise to everyone, frankly, in the House Democrats. And I was hit the most hard by this. I bet all of you are. However, we must look at the positives of this event. In recent events, House Democrats have gained 4 to 5 seats in the House of Representatives. We have basically split the House 50-50. Also, whoever's jumping in front of the camera, please stop. I highly request that you stop. We can get out. Thank you. As I was saying, House Democrats have split the House 50-50, and we are hoping to get some new writ of appointments coming up soon. And we will have a strong stance in the House of Representatives, and mainly in the chamber, where we oppose Republican legislation. And I would like to take this time to talk about the debt ceiling crisis. House Democrats are willing to work with House Republicans on a bipartisan legislation to suspend the debt ceiling temporarily, and we must find a new budget that will prevent something like this from happening. And I urge my fellow Republicans, mainly the Speaker of the House, to work with House Democrats to enact a bipartisan legislation, which I don't see likely because the House Speaker, Robert Krennick, does absolutely nothing. All he ever did was host sessions, but he never made any committee assignments. That's the thing. We can talk about House legislation in committees. However, the Speaker has yet to appoint committee assignments. And I urge Speaker Krennick that if he wants to remain in this job, that he should absolutely do committee assignments and get active. Okay? Because the Speaker needs to get active, because he's usually offline whenever something important happens, and whenever he is online, he hosts sessions, but he never does committee assignments, which I think is not good enough. It's not really that doesn't really make him qualified to be Speaker. However, with new Democratic lawmakers being appointed, I wish to work with them tomorrow. We must work together in tomorrow's session to bring hope to the American people and to bring progress. And I urge President Virgil Rickles to sign any legislation that will end this debt ceiling crisis. Because the last president that had something like this so bad was Herbert Hoover. We all know what happened to him. And I want everyone in here to think about the families that will be affected by this. Poor people, families, everyone's going to be affected. If the debt ceiling crisis turns into a recession, possibly even worse than the Great Depression itself. And you know who they're going to blame? American leadership. That's why I'm urging House Republicans, Senate Republicans, and President Rickles to do something about this crisis. Because you can just picture it now, the families struggling, like a single mother trying to feed her children and provide for her family. And I want you all to picture that. Alright, so now that that's done, we will take on questions. If anyone has a question, raise your hand, and you can get called up to the stage if you want to. Who wants a question? Who wants a? Are you NBC? Can someone bring up Dylan? I think he has a question. Dylan, you here? Dylan? Does anyone else have any questions? And I'd like to remind everyone that the speaker has not done the committee assignments. Even House Republicans are getting tired of his antics. So, does anyone else have any questions? Anyone? Don't be shy.
Why am I being invited up here?
Do you have a question?
No.
Oh, I don't know who invited you up here.
I don't know either. I'm getting a DM right now from Dylan that says has already done the committee assignments. Where? I don't even see the committee assignments being posted. That's the thing. Yet the Speaker of the House of Representatives has not posted the committee assignments. That's what's bugging everyone in the House. That's what is making them ticked off. That the Speaker is not posting committee assignments and is a slow snail. Because that's what I like to call it, a slow snail Congress. Because if you remember from last session, we had like a session that went on for 2 hours. 2 hours! And the speaker was all like, oh yes, the gentleman from blah 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 will go ahead. And they have awkward pauses. I mean, I have nothing against Mr. Krennic. But it's just that he needs to work on that more. Wait, I think Mr. Krennic has a question, so can someone bring him up to the stage, please? It's not a question, it's a statement.
Okay. The committee assignments are done. I am just putting them in a separate Trello to make it look better than it looks right now, because it's like a graph and shit.
So you just
And
did it?
also, I'd like to note that there's so many fucking committees that are useless. There's like there's absolutely no reason to have an agriculture committee. This is Roblox, not fucking not real life, not real life. Just gonna say that.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say? Nope. Okay. I think we're gonna try and wrap this up. So, as my closing remarks, I wish the speaker well for the tomorrow's session because it's definitely gonna be a rough one. I hope that the debt ceiling crisis will be averted and that our recession will be prevented. Because we don't want any single moms to be struggling to provide for their children. And as we speak right now, people are protesting at the Capitol Hill, demanding something to be done. Yet we are a slow snail Congress. Thank you. God bless you all. Happy New Year. Have a great day.